Hello, how are ya? Chef Kennedy here, and welcome to my brand new mini-series, Creating Magic, where I take you step by step to learn the components to create one epic meal. This month, we'll be working on how to build a cheese plate. Each week, I will show you a new element that is a must in creating a beautiful cheese plate that you can share with friends or eat by yourself. On this episode, we will learn how to make jams, jellies, and preserves. You may ask yourself, what's the difference between jams, jellies, and preserves? Well, jelly uses the juice of the fruit. Jam uses the pulp of the fruit, while preserves use the entire fruit. Now, I'm not going to be going into canning today. I'm going to link a video down below of somebody else showing you how to extend the life of your jams. Today, we're just going to focus on the recipes and the flavors. Let me show you how simple it is to make your own jam from scratch using seasonal ingredients that will explode with flavor.
Alright, to start, we're going to do tomato jam followed by strawberry basil preserves and red pepper jelly. We're going to roast guajillo chilies for about 4 minutes at 375. Now take your San Marzanos and add it to a pot and gently squeeze them. This is going to relieve stress and also give you your desired texture. Add in a pinch of salt, a 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of fennel to cheesecloth, and 1 bay leaf. This is going to allow you to infuse a lot of flavor without having to pick out the seeds. Now take 2 guajillo chilies and rip them in half. Now this is going to cook over low heat for about 1.5 to 2 hours. Once it's done, it should be thick with 2 C's. Now we're going to remove the chilies, making sure to take any of the stems or the skin. If there are any seeds, you can leave those behind. Don't forget to remove your fennel. The finished product is going to be luscious and shouldn't have any water content when using a flat-sided spatula and scraping the bottom of the pan. Now you could just add that to a jar and add it to toast, maybe avocado toast or bruschetta, whatever you like. Onto our strawberry preserves. We're gonna rinse our strawberries. And gently remove the green leaves. You could simply twist them, or you can use a knife and trim the edges. I just find twisting yields the most amount of fruit. Now to slice, you can slice them this way with the flat side on the cutting board, or if you feel comfortable, slicing it in half, then rotating it and slicing it the other way. I find this to be quicker. Now we're going to add in the juice of 1 lemon, 1 cup of sugar, give that a good mix, and allow it to macerate for about 1 hour. This is going to release all of those delicious juices from the strawberries. Now you can just add that into a pot. Add in about 1/2 cup of basil to your cheesecloth. And you're gonna bring this to a boil. And as it's boiling, you'll notice that foam is coming to the top. Gently remove the foam. This is gonna prevent air bubbles in the finished product. Now you're gonna add in 1 tablespoon of pectin. You're gonna give that a good mix and bring it to a boil and reduce it for 15 minutes. Once it's done, it should be thickened up, and you can just go ahead and remove the basil. Pour it into your jars. And allow it to cool. While it's cooling, it's a good idea to take a dance break. All right, onto our red pepper jelly. We're gonna start by mincing 2 tablespoons of jalapenos. I like to julienne first and then go ahead and mince the jalapeno. Now take 2 red peppers and slice the flesh, leaving behind the seed pod and the pith. Add that to a food processor or blender and blend it until it is fully broken down. You'll be left with this pureed bell pepper. Now you're just going to strain that over a bowl. Using a spatula, going back and forth, this is going to extract the juice from the pulp. Now you're left with this beautiful red pepper juice. And if you want it even more refined, you can run it through a cheesecloth. Add that into a pot with 2 cups of sugar, 2 tablespoons of jalapeno, a half teaspoon of red pepper flakes, a pinch of salt, and a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. Give that a good mix, bring it to a boil. Now that it's boiling, we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of pectin. You're going to bring this to a boil again and let it reduce for about 15 minutes. To check the doneness of your jelly, you can use a cold plate and add the jelly to the plate. Allow it to cool for a second, and then simply run your finger down the jelly and see if it holds the shape. If it doesn't come together, it should be set. Now you can add it to jars, allow it to cool before adding your lids.
Okay, so we've made our jams, jelly, and preserve, and it's time to taste them. Let's start off with the tomato jam. I made like a little bruschetta with these. Wow. I love the like sweet concentrated flavor from the tomatoes and that little kick of the guajillo in the end. Love it. Onto our strawberry basil preserves. Made a little biscuit with butter for this. Wow. It is so fresh and really captures the sweet, tangy flavor of the strawberry. And that little hint of basil. Doesn't taste like pizza, so don't be scared. Also, feel free to experiment. Change out the fruit. Change out the herbs. You do you, boo. Onto red pepper jelly. Wow. That sweet and spicy combo to die for. Well, that's all for me today. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell because next week we're making pickles, baby. All right, Chef Kennedy out.